A very good morning to all the viewers tuning in. We're back live once again, this time with match number 27 of round 7 from the National Centre of Excellence here in Newtown, Kolkata. These two teams dwelling at the bottom of the table will lock horns for a battle of 3 points. It's Kickstart FC up against Sesa Football Academy. It hasn't been the happiest of campaigns for both these sides. Kickstart have conjured just one single win out of the 6 games they've played so far. Just 3 goals for them. Pretty much unlike Kickstart, been runners-up in the past, have finished third in 2023-24, came fourth last time around. But this season just hasn't been their campaign so far. Struggled right throughout on the back of a significant beating in the last fixture against East Bengal FC. We want to make sure they get those 3 points this morning before going into a bit of a sabbatical. Remember, it's being played in 2 phases. The first phase concludes today. And here's how they start this fixture. Linthoi in between the sticks. Nimita Gurung, Rafet, Imam Peace, Baby Sana, Ranjana Chanu, Bunty Sharma, Kiran Pista, Haripriya Dekha, and Bibicha Devi. And those starting out on the bench, Maibam Devi, Romina Begum, Linglem, Aishwarya, Roni Devi, Olivia Chanu, Tanebi Devi, Durga, Mariamal, and Sanamija Chanu. The former India head coach, Langam Chauba Devi, is the head coach of this side from Karnataka. And just being the similar kind of a story for Sesa. 1 draw from the 6 games. We're able to hold on to Gokulam Kerala FC the last time around in round number 6. Other than that, there's been 5 straight defeats for them in the first 5 games. It's the first time they are competing at this level. And they have got the taste of the top flight football in Indian Women's Circuit. Just managed 2 goals so far. We've conceded 24 in the process. Let's take you through the starting 11 for Sesa Football Academy. Before that, a quick look at the points table. East Bengal 5-5, a perfect 100% record for Anthony Andrews' side. 15 points from the 5 games. Sethu closing in on 13 points from 6 games for them. Nita and Sri Bhumi on the 3rd and the 4th spot. Garewala and Gokulam. The next 2, Kickstart FC and Sesa right at the bottom. Kickstart FC in their green and white, Sesa in their all pink. It's really important from their perspective to try and get those 3 points, get that confidence before they go into that break. Remember, we'll be back in action on the 20th of April for Phase 2. It's a double round robin format. 7 games now and 7 games after we resume in the month of April and May. Sin Hengma Soba leading the refereeing contingent, Moni Kilari, Abhirami T and Snigdha Mondal alongside her. Still waiting for the two captains to take the center stage. Ranjana Chanu for Kickstart FC, waiting for her counterpart, Aroshi Ramdas. Scored in round 1 and round 5. Kickstart FC have remained goalless in round 2, 3, 4 and 6. Scored 3 times and just 2 goal scorers. Baby Sana scoring against Setu FC on the opening day. And then 2 goals in the victory against Sri Bhumi. One coming from Baby Sana again and the other one from Ide, the Nigerian.
Last 45 seconds.
At photo ops. We've gone with a couple of changes. Kickstart FC. We've got Haripriya and Bunty Sharma. Maibam Linthoi and Aruna Bag miss out this fixture. Aruna has not been a part of the squad for this game. For Sesa, it's an unchanged 11. We've gone with the same team that was fielded in the 0-0 draw against Gokulam Kerala.
Last 10 seconds. 7 seconds. Riya, call the team.
They've gone with the back 5. Sesa again. It's a 5-4-1. They have fielded the same configuration as they did against Gokulam Kerala. We've got Simran, Aroshi, Janhabi, Seema and Diana in the back 5. And off we go. Riya Sarkar, Omita, Anjana and Jivanti in the midfield with Anila Pareto leading the line for Sesa. Anjana. Kiran. Long ball flicked on its way through. The waiter was away. And does well to win the possession and holds it out for a throw-in. Mintu Sharma is given a start. She starts in the right back position. Haripriya Deka spotted in for this fixture. They've been devoid of goals. Kickstart. Here's Aweda. Ranjana with the overlap. Gets the cross in. And tagged home. Beautiful start. Kickstart FC are off to a flyer. They haven't been scoring goals, but this morning they have come up on the right side. Emem on the score sheet, her first of the campaign. It was all down to this overlapping run. Ranjana Chanu creating an opportunity. Miscommunication. Not quite sure. There was a clear shout from Beatrice.
Goal for Kickstart FC Karnataka.
Puts the ball into an open
Five,
net.
Jersey number 10, MM.
Kiran. Ranjana. And trying a bit of a trickery there. Aweda. We've got the possession once again. Kickstart. And it's been a high intensity start from the Kickstart girls. It's a decent ball in the end, but the first touch letting her down. A good start for Kickstart FC. Definitely give them some confidence going into the break. High intensity press from Sesa. Will we see a rest post? He's playing with fire momentarily. Kiran is dispossessed. It's a decent ball for Romita. Again, that first touch. The tempo has been really high here. Beatrice ensures the ball is back to safety. It's been a good start from Aveda as well. She's been dropping deep and trying to create those opportunities early on, bringing in the likes of Ranjana Chanu into play. Loweth wins the ball back and lays it off for MM again. Looks up for options, tries to get the cross in, had a couple of green shirts waiting. Sesa have struggled right throughout, struggled to create opportunities. Have been hardly any chances created from their perspective. Gone for some long ranges as well, especially the likes of Bertha Omita, but nothing has come to fruition. Just 2 goals from the 6 games. Sarjida Khatoon on the opening day, and then Dina Antwi scoring 1. And have conceded 24 times. Again allowed to turn and gets the ball in the final third. MM up against Baby Sana. And still going to be Kickstart FC ball. And dominating the possession early on in the first half are Kickstart girls. Strikes it. And puts it back to safety. Still waiting for that one clean attack coming in from Sesa. And the head coach of Kickstart FC, Langam Chauba Devi, has been associated with the club for a couple of seasons now. Been the runners-up back in 2022-23. Finished third. The Odisha FC won the championship 2023-24, just behind Gokulam Kerala. And then the last season, especially had outstanding last 6 games from the possible 18. Live for Sesa. Good block coming in from that back line. Wade up. Dinah gets the shot away rather aimlessly. Collected 12 points from possible 18 in the last 6 games of the last season. Kickstart FC from 7th, they were able to get down to the 4th position. Love it again. Another overlapping run coming in from Ranjana Chenu. Devin Ilyasarahu on the opposite side to Chauba Devi. He's still waiting for his first win. Remember, they were drafted in pretty late. 23rd November is when they got to know that they will be taking part in the 9th edition of the IWL. Kiran. Ranjana tries to pick it across towards MM and goes straight towards Beatrice. Have taken that position round about the mid-high block. And trying to play a very high-intensity game at the moment are Kickstart, and once again that ball towards MM and had a bit more weight rather behind that one. 10 minutes in. Scoreline reads 1-0 in favor of Kickstart FC. Goal scored by MM at the 2nd minute mark. Knocks it back towards Kiran. Kiran for Ranjana. Another ball inside the box. This time a rather easy collection for Beatrice. And there's a second bite at the cherry. Kiran goes back towards Linthoi. A long ball forward towards Aweda. Aweda versus Diana. In the end, Sesa get the possession back. And relying on those long balls, Sesa not able to overcome that first line of defense that is put up by Kickstart FC. There's Lovett. Pretty self-assured there, Haripriya Deka. Slotted into the starting 11 in place of Maibam Linthoi. Hasn't been put to test as yet. Still early days in the game, first quarter. To Sesa's perspective, the realistic chance is to try and get the likes of Berta or Mita on the ball. Almost coming to his 13-minute mark, and yet to see a shot taken on the target from Sesa. Now they've got the ball in the center of the park. And then again, that final ball never arrived. A routine collection for Deka once again. And Kickstart start out from the back through that usual route of Kiran. Looking for options, finds Ranjana. It wasn't on to the same page on that occasion. Tries to lob it over to find Mita. It was a coming together of Anila Barreto and Haripriya Deka. The first stoppage in the first half. And that allows a bit of a breather and a moment for Choba Devi to have a quick chat with her girls. This is round 7 of the 9th edition of the IWL. They've got another game underway at the Kalyani. Nita FA taking on Sri Bhumi. And the scoreline is 0-0 at 14th minute mark. Here's Bertha. Again ends up overhitting it. And Shivanti was giving it a chase. Kiran, in desperate attempt to find Ranjana Chanu and still have the possession. And sheer hunger to win the possession back. Lovit again. Concedes the ball this time. We've got a couple more games later in the afternoon. Gokulam Kerala will be taking on East Bengal FC. And that's a 3 p.m. start. And at the same time, Setu will be up against Garhwal United Football Club. Here's Jivanti. Gets across. Opportunity put away this time. Anila Barreto gets on the score sheet and the game is back to parity. Just the third goal of the campaign for Sesa Football Academy. And just the perfect time to score one.
Goal for Sesa Football Academy.
Anila Barreto
Aniela.
has put in effort right throughout. The ball played out wide. A decent cross. Goalkeeper not getting the clearance. right place at the right time. Anila Barreto. Jiwanti at the end of it with the cross. And they should have cleared their lines. Kickstart FC. They'll have to come back and redo it all over again now. Goal scorer. No discounting their efforts. Sesa, first time competing. Lets it fly from a distance. In 18 minutes, and we have seen action on both sides of the pitch. Mostly coming in from Kickstart FC. One good opportunity created by Jiwanti, and Neela making the most of it. He's been guilty of missing out a few opportunities in the earlier games, but not this morning. I still believe they've got the best chance when they've got the likes of Bartaumita on the ball. The strength, the physicality, the gun speed she possesses can really do some damage to that back line. Anila. Anjana gives the ball away. It's Jiwanti. And the ball was, the play was stopped for a foul on Ranjana Chanu. Not quite sure if there was an interference coming from behind. You can hear the cries from the touchline or the stoppage. Because, they had the momentum with them, Sesa Football Academy. They had the possession and were trying to get on with another attack of theirs. So no goals in round 3, 4, 5 and 6 for Sesa. But in the 7th round, beg your pardon, they have managed to conjure a goal. Zomita, space ahead. Kiran cuts it off. I've seen a lot of ball in the first 20 minutes, Kiran. She's been a part of most of the build-ups coming in from the left side of the pitch from Kickstart. Here's MM. Ranjana is dispossessed. Ranjana Thapa. And Baby Sana and Ranjana combining to see that off. And sends behind for the safety. Here's Omita. Plays back. Simran. Again, gives it away far too cheaply. Here's a Kickstart now. Ovida dropping in deep. Couldn't quite continue with the attack. Here's Omita. It's pulled back by the ref. Also for trying to hold on Manti Sharma. 22 minutes have been ticked off, and the scoreline reads 1-1. Kickstart FC opening the scoring, and then the game was pulled back to level terms by a goal from Neela Barreto. It's Kiran. Linthorpe. Anjana. Get the second ball. It's Kickstart again. Another patient build up from them. Linthorpe. Here's Kiran. Takes a touch. Floats it along the carpet. Sent out by Janhabi. It's been a good game, played with high intensity. The tempo has been right up there from the get-go. Both teams struggling for form. 7th versus 8th in the points table. Desperate for those 3 points. Sesa yet to get their first win of the campaign. Kickstart with only 1 win. Haripriya Deka getting a start ahead of Maibim Linthorpe in this fixture. Manila. Still have the ball. Sesa. He tries to change the flank. Vita. Under pressure. Guess Zara coming together of Chivanti and Haripriya. She's holding on to her face. It's a decent touch, but couldn't quite control it. Umita went for the ball. She's still feeling it. Right on her chin. Looks okay for the start. Here's Kiran again. Get the possession back. Here's Baby. Here's Lovit. Baby Sana. 2v1. It's Ranjana back with Baby Sana. This is a good move developing with Kiran making that overlapping run. He's anticipating a long ball coming in that direction from Baby Sana. Robbed off the ball. It's a brilliant move once again from Kickstart. Awida was starting from an offside position there. And the flag was up immediately. Good link up once again. Go with MM and Awida combining. Takes it on the flick and it goes completely on the opposite direction for a throw into Kickstart. Baby Sana for Linthorpe. That's Kiran. Long ball in and Beatrice, rather easy collection. Start with a flat 4-4-2. Kickstart FC. Panti Sharma, Nimita, Linthoi anchoring in the back four. Here's Yuvanti again. Yes, the crossing. He's managed to keep it out. Ranjana. He wears everybody and finds Deka. There's a game being played at the Kalyani between Nita Football Academy and Sri Bhumi FC. Nita Football Academy have taken the lead. They got off to a flyer in the campaign in this first phase. Nita Football Academy under the chaperonage of Paromita Sid. Currently on the third spot in the points table. And followed by Sri Bhumi at fourth. It's beautifully done. Sesa. And cleared away by Ranjana Chanu. Which has been absolutely brilliant. Right throughout these 2 minutes, try to stretch that back line of Sesa. Has got into the final third and got those crosses in. And other than that, has tried to help out the back line as well.
Be with the opponent. Be with the opponent.
Janhabi with the corner. Close in towards the near post. And we'll have to redo that. Coming off a green shirt. Nila was trying to get in front of Nimita. Keeps it short this time. And gives the possession away far too cheaply, but still towards Sesa. An opportunity goes down begging from their perspective. 2 quarters have been played out. 1-1. Kickstart have looked better in the early parts of the first half. Sesa have grown in confidence as we've gone ahead in the game. Flicked header on its way through. Still with Kickstart. Here's MM. MM versus Aroshi in that corner. Punty is forced to go back. High intensity press coming in from Sesa. And will be another throw in for Kickstart FC. Still got about 12-13 minutes left in the normal time plus the stoppages. Nimita, who's down and looks like she's in some pain. Mike's involvement and will be momentarily down to 10 players. Spunty with the throw-in. And sends it out once again. Hasn't been the bestest of campaigns from her perspective. You would associate some goal scoring when Kickstart are involved, especially when they had the likes of Karishma Purushottam for the last couple of seasons. She's made her way to the Sri Bhumi. We haven't seen anyone filling in those shoes this campaign. The green goals galore whenever East Bengal take the field. Got Fazila Iqbal once again right on top of the charts with 8 goals from the 6 games. He's been the leading scorer for the last 2 campaigns. Scored 24 last time around and then 15 from 9 games the year before last year. Pyari Khacha, Linda. Pyari Khacha, in fact, is joint leading scorer with 8 herself. Linda Kom with 6. Somya with 5. And of course, Pyari Khacha. We've got 2 hat-tricks so far. One versus Sesa and one versus Kickstart. On the 24th and 27th of December. East Bengal, of course. Fazila Iqbal and Somya both scoring hat-tricks, their respective hat-tricks against Sesa just before the end of the year. Here's Kickstart again. Another ball floated inside the box. Mita could clear it, but only as far as Kiran. Gets Ranjana involved. Takes a decent touch. And tries to change her feet and lets it fly. A glorious moment and a very good chance. Bunty Sharma has been taken out and she will be replaced by Olivia.
Substitution for Kickstart FC Karnataka. Jersey number 15, Bunty, replaced by jersey number 25, Olivia.
Looks to be a tactical change as they've taken out a defender and have fielded in a forward. We'll have to wait and see where she plays. Here's Jivanti, Anila, pushing up the numbers forward. And the flag was up. Give the possession away in a dangerous position. Kickstart FC. Luckily from their perspective, no damage was done. The confirmation of that change. Ningthoja Olivia in place of Bunty Sharma. And Bunty was given a start in place of Aruna Bagh, who's not in the squad for this fixture. Olivia has slotted into that front line for Kickstart. Here's Baby Sana, Avida. No space to shoot. Here's Lovett. Ranjana joins in the attack. Lifts one over inside the box. from the far post. Bibicha was charging in. They still have the ball. Kickstart FC playing those triangles to move it forward. Love it. Linthoy just manages to keep it. Here's Ranjana once again. Lofts it in the air. And Beatrice gets hold of it in the end. About 8 minutes to go in the first half. And clearly, most of the attacks have come from before that. Here's Ranjana Chanu's attempt. And she would have expected somebody to fly in into that far post. Here's Lovett. Does brilliantly to keep the possession. Here's Baby Sana moving forward with purpose. And headed out by Diana. Here's Jivanti, who's dropped in deep. Baby Sana once again rolls it forward. And that's going to be a goal kick for Sesa. Simran has had a few decent involvements in this campaign. Barring that one attempt on the goal, nothing tangible, nothing substantial has come from Sesa Football Academy yet again. Anila Barreto has been devoid of service. Anjana is Simran. Janhabi behind this free kick for Sesa. Can they try and get one more before the halftime break? Strikes it goalwards. Easy collection for Deka once again. Puts the ball into those open spaces. And Shivanti continues with the run as Mita was clearly offside. Jana and just knocks it out once again. Jana finds MM. Baby Sana pulls it back. Here's Weda. And the flag was up. We'll have to try and time those to perfection. They've been guilty of being flagged offside a few times. Kickstart. Going for that long ball once again. Neela or Umita would be the eventual targets. From the possession, here's Anila finding Anjana. And again, way too close towards the goalkeeper. Stuck to that long ball philosophy, but that hasn't clearly worked out for them. Giving the possession away far too easily. Here's Lovett once again in the middle. Has been absolutely brilliant with her ball distribution. Has picked out passes. Here's Baby Sana. And gets to recycle once again. Here's Linthoi. High line from Kickstart now towards the last 2-3 minutes of the first half. Diana pretty strong on the ball. Ranjana goes back towards Nimita. Kiran swapped out flanks. They've started with the back four, have shifted to back three with the introduction of Olivia. We'll have the second bite at it. Babicha pulls it back. In comes across inside the box. There's Baby Sana. Has scored twice in this edition, Baby Sana. Mita, space in front. Targets that left channel. And Mita shepherds that one well in the end. And it's been a decent first half, really, from both sides. Have been guilty of not scoring many goals, but today we've managed to score one apiece. And like I mentioned earlier, Kickstart have scored in round 1 and round 5. We've gone goalless in 4 games, and that has been the story on the other side as well. Sesa have remained goalless in 4 games as well, and haven't scored in round 3, 4, 5 and 6. Into the last few seconds of the regulation time. It's going to be long 4 minutes. Been a couple of stoppages.
4 minutes.
Both teams might as well fancy an opportunity to try and take that lead into the halftime break. Here's Lovett finding who takes it on the turn. Looks up for options. As always, have got the overlapping run coming in from Ranjana Chanu, who floats one inside the box. And a pink shirt with a clearance. Here's Lovett again. And clear away. And far and too easy from Sesa this time. He's clearly been running the show in the middle of the park from Kickstart. AD Lovett. Avida. Lovett again. Baby Sana squeezes in towards Ranjana Chanu. Couple of steps and she carries the ball forward towards Olivia. Brilliant feed from her, but loses out in possession. It's Jaina now. Pressure from Olivia. Put out. Here's Neela. Pretty strong. Linthoi pushes her aside to retain the possession back. And again was under constant pressure. Anjana Thapa wasn't allowed to turn, no space or player nearby to pass the ball to. It's Baby Sana. He tries to pick out a pass in the final third. And cleared away by Sesa once again. Through Lintoy, Olivia. Love it. Playing those short passes. Decides to go long now. Meter. Still Sesa. Here's Anila. One-on-one with Lintoy. Still Anila. It's a decent ball towards Javanti in the first touch, letting her down. Ranjana attacking that ball and just clearing it away into the last 2 minutes of the stoppages. Vida on the counter. Trying to get bodies forward now. Kickstart FC. And again, that final ball never arriving. It takes a touch and consumes a few seconds. Beatrice, a pretty experienced campaigner. So that concludes the first half of match number 27. Kickstart FC started this game on a bright note, scoring in the second minute. A goal coming in from MM. And then that was cancelled out at the 17th minute mark by Anila Barreto, who scored her first of the campaign. So at the moment, the scoreline reads 1-1. The game hangs in balance as we go into the halftime break. And that's the confirmation of the scoreline at halftime. The goal scorer for Sesa Football Academy walking off. And here's how the action turned out. Round 7, the last game before we go into the bit of a sabbatical, and that was a great start. Nanjana Chanu with the overlapping run gets across in perfectly. And communication gone down from Sesa's perspective, Beatrice and Aroshi. And this was the equalizer. Cut back from Jiwanti and provided an opportunity for Anila Barreto, who makes no mistake. Could have done better slightly. But in a moment, that ball was into the back of the net. Ranjana Chanu was absolutely brilliant, and so was Kiran in that back line. Whether it was the defense or the attack, trying to set one up for Bibicha. And Baby Sana played for some delightful balls into the final third. So it's 1-1 at the halfway mark. Kickstart FC with a good start to this final match in the first phase of the 9th edition. Sesa coming back with another goal. We'll take a bit of a breather and we'll come back for the second half. To stay with us. Welcome back to all the viewers who have stayed with us for the start of the second half. Match number 27 coming to you live from National Centre of Excellence here in Newtown, Kolkata. This is the 9th edition of the IWL, being played in two phases. It's a double round robin format. The first phase between the 28th of December until the 9th of Jan. All the teams will have played 7 games each by the end of the day today. And then we will reconvene on the 20th of April. The second phase will be played between April 20th and the 10th of 10th of May, beg your pardon.
And Sesa Football Academy.
Sarjita is going to come on in place of Ria Sarkar. It was a bit unnoticed in that first half.
Substitution for Sesa Football Academy, jersey number 2.
And off we go once again
Is replaced by jersey number 20
for the second set of 45. Sarjita did manage to score on the opening day against Garhwal United FC. One of the 3 goal scorers, including this morning's for Sesa. Ranjana. Viti gets away. Gets the possession back. Dana entry, beg your pardon. Baby Sana. Just looked very calm, composed, very assured on the ball. Here's Namita. Pushes it down the line towards Avida. Here's Avida. They all go up for a foul. Looks like a foul has been given. And that's the head coach once again for Kickstart FC. Langam Chauba Devi. Ranjana. Right, Seema. Another long ball. Here's Lovett. Again gives the ball away. Wants it back instantly. Baby Sana. Namita looks up for options. Still Namita goes long towards MM. Was offside. They have been guilty of being flagged offside a few times in the first half as well. Kickstart. Gavin Elias Aroho. It would only be the second point if they manage to hold on to this. Sarjita. Gets intercepted. One back pretty swiftly. And losing out on possession again. Here's Kickstart. Bibicha. Lays it off towards Awida. One-on-one with Simran. And Kiran. Made a good run from the back line. And try to add another option to their attack. And ends up not keeping it on target. And takes a decent touch. Didn't have much pressure on her. There was a player trying to close in on Kiran before she unleashed that shot towards the target. Pokes it forward towards Awida. Awida going full 360. Scans up now and feeds it forward. Roshi gets the clearance. Here's Owiti. Takes a touch. And then again gets dispossessed. Here's Awida once again on the ball. And a gentle shove from Bibicha. Still have it. Here's Awida. Takes it. Turns away from Owiti. Chips it in the air. The ball finds Bibicha. It's a decent effort from Baby Sana. They have maintained that pressure. Kickstart FC haven't allowed Sesa to get away with the start of the second half. They've enjoyed a large share of possession right throughout. We'll take the same route of those long balls. Again, that play in the final third, letting them down. Here's Anila. Juvanti. Invites a bit of interference from those green shirts. Another attack not developing from their perspective. Here's Dinah. Back with Anila. Here's Anjana. Doesn't get the connection. Here's Simran. Lovett, Baby Sana once again combining. Shifts it towards the far right, towards Kiran. And Sarjida. Simran towards Bertha Omita. Bertha lets it fly. The angle was always going to make it difficult for her. Should definitely fancy a shot towards the target. It was extremely difficult to maintain the posture from there and get it goalwards. Again, finding the ball into those open spaces. Linthoi, the first one to get to the end of it. Here's Lovett. Baby Sana, space ahead. Gets Vida involved, but Vida losing out the possession to Sarjida. On a handball, concedes the possession back to Sesa Football Academy. 53 minutes in, Kickstart FC 1, Sesa Football Academy 1. This has had a decent game. Baby Sana has run the midfield along with Lovett. Like we did mention in the first half, there's another game being played at the Kalyani. Manages to hold on to it. Haripriya Deka. It was an own goal at the 25th minute mark. That got Nita Football Academy a 1-0 lead. Then the stoppage time, Sribhumi coming back into the fixture, courtesy Anju Tamang. So the same scoreline in both the fixtures this morning. And as of round 6, East Bengal right on top of the table, having played just 5 games and 5 victories for them. Baby Sana back on the ball. Ranjana sends it in, taken away by the back line. Seema doing the clearance. Here's Anjana Thapa. Lovely little link up there. Here's Kiran, who's marching forward. Here's Omita looking up for options towards the right and left. Going down the center and was intercepted by Ranjana. Here's Kiran once again. And trying to open up that left flank. Vida. And Simran marshals that one well in the end. Deka goes airborne once again. Haven't created enough chances in the second half. Sesa Football Academy have to try and keep themselves on the ball. Kickstart have on moments hurried them. Sarjida does well to keep the possession, marches forward. Sarjida one-on-one cuts inside. Sarjida with a shot. And, could have done better. Kept it goalwards. Words of praise coming in from the touch line. Goes inside and out. And gets a bit of a tickle from the fullback following up. Kiran. Namita back with Kiran. Has looked lively in the second half. Kiran, especially when it comes down to the attacking front, has made those runs, has got herself into those positions from where she can impact that game. Bibicha trying to set one up and clear away by Seema. Ranjana Chanu. Omita almost urging a forward run from Sarjida Khatun. Sarjida still have it. And Kiran tracks back and gets the ball back. Here's Lovit now. Might have taken slightly long, Lovit, on that occasion to release the left channel. It's Baby Sana. Now outnumbered, gets dispossessed. Here's Anila Barreto, who's dropped in deep to try and help out the build-up. Here's Omita with Sarjida. It's timed the run well. Looks up. Sarjida, an early cross inside the box. Puts a stop momentarily. Looks like a player down. Bertha Omita is struggling with her right ankle, I believe. And the news from Kalyani. Nita Football Academy leading the game by 2-1. The second one scored at the 55th minute mark in that fixture. East Bengal have conceded just once In the 5 games they've played, scored 22 times. And gingerly making a walk back to the touchline, whereas Pataumita will have to wait and see if she can come back and continue. They need her presence on the pitch. Sesa Football Academy as we approach an hour mark in match number 27. Inthoi, Namita, the 2 centre backs. Baby Sana has got Loweth in the middle. Heavy first touch, but does the recovery job well. Launched in the air. Seema with a headed clearance, back with Loweth once again. Ranjana with the cross. Managed to get it inside the box, allowed to turn and shoot. Number 2, Kickstart FC. Absolutely marvelous. Second of the morning for MM. And that's the goal they were looking for. And that's what they've got now.
Scored by jersey number 10, MM.
He scored in the 2nd minute of the first half and a goal in the second half. He started from the left channel once again. Aroshi not getting the clearance, was allowed to touch, and a player with that sort of quality, even a half yard, she will try and fancy her shot towards the target. Didn't catch that pretty cleanly, but was enough, was effective to beat Beatrice in the goal. Sesa will have to come back once again. Here's Kiran. We'll have to recycle that once again. This time goes airborne towards the back post. We'll have to wait and see if there is a response coming in from the girls in pink. It was a decent effort to come back once. Kiran links it up with Baby Sana. Aroshi puts it behind for a corner. Was under pressure as there were 2 green shirts lurking inside the box. Well, what have they got on the bench? They've got Lakshmi Priya. Sajida is already out there. There's Arpita. And of course, there's Sulekha Kanhar. Veda. Ranjana. He comes off a green shirt and goes behind for a goal kick. We might see an introduction of Sulekha Kanhar at some stage. He's had a decent start to the campaign and have slowed things down. Here's Bibicha for low weight. Couldn't quite find the balance on that occasion. Couldn't quite stop the ball from going out of the play area. Love it again, 2v1. Here's Ranjana Chanu. Baby Sana takes the ball, looks up, and tries to get it inside the box towards Awida. Seema Kisfota making sure she puts the ball away and gets it away from Awida.
Substitution.
A couple of changes, like mentioned
For Sesa
a few
Football
minutes back,
Academy.
a few seconds back rather.
Jersey number 11, Aroshi, is replaced replaced by jersey number 33, Payal.
Pile in the back line. And we'll have to wait for the second change, which is Sulekha Kanhar. Wait and see who is she coming on for.
Substitution for Sesa Football Academy. Jersey number 10, Aniela, is replaced by jersey number 6, Sulekha.
We'll have to wait and see if that brings about a change in the structure for Sesa. And Payal had a decent outing against Gokulam Kerala. He was very confident in the back line. He was upright with those clearances, didn't allow any time and space on the ball for those playing forward in that fixture for Gokulam. And that is something you would expect from her. But for the moment, they need a goal back, and at the earliest, Sesa. Chasing their second victory in this edition. Kickstart. They've gone a position down every year since 2022-23. Were the runners-up. The next season finished third. And Sesa are in here through Sarjida Khatun. Ranjana. Brilliant defensive duties from her. Olivia. Dropping in deep to try and help out the back line. They get the ball away. Sent in again. And sent out. They've come down one position each year, each campaign. Runners up in 22, 23. And then the next year were placed third in the points table. And then the last year finished fourth. And that fourth because of an excellent run of games towards the back end of the campaign. From last 6 games, managing 3 wins and 3 draws. 18 out of 18 points, collecting 12 and coming up from 7th to 4th position. And that is something they would be hoping for, especially with a dreadful start they've had to the 9th edition. It's a seesaw battle going on at Kalyani. Sri Bhumi have got their way back into the contest. Cross. Easy collection for Deka. They've come from behind twice to level the score. Sri Bhumi. The scoreline at 68th minute reads 2-2 at the Kalyani. Lovett. Back with Lovett. He tries to nudge it down the corner. Not allowing Sarjida Khatun from the right to get on the ball. A pretty assured backline of Kickstart FC. This fixture at least. Remember, they took a hammering in the last game, conceding 5 to a very solid East Bengal FC side. Or plundering goals left, right and centre. Here's Avida. And again that touch letting her down. A lot of weight behind that one, especially when the other players were closing in. Sesa. Beg your pardon. Avida takes a touch, unleashes a shot and a brilliant save from Beatrice. Again, that left channel opening up for Kickstart FC in another attack. Ranjana Chanu has played some sublime passes in the final third. And does well to bring the ball down, controls it beautifully and keeps it on target. Allows the play to go on. Here's the MM for Olivia. Sesa. Cleared away by Namita this time. Into the last 20 minutes of the normal time. We'll have to wait and see if Sesa can find a way back. Karishma scoring for Sri Bhumi at Kalyani. Has played 26 games for Kickstart FC before the move to Sri Bhumi. Scored 13 times. Scored 5 in their last campaign as well. And was in white hot form in 2023-24 season. And every time Karishma scored, Kickstart find a way to win. They dominated the first half of that campaign in the 7th edition. Lentho is up and seems to be okay. We'll have to go out and get herself addressed. It's been a brilliant game for MM. And 2 goals for her. Sulekha drives ahead. Still Sulekha. Goes behind for a goal kick. And she provides that pace towards the channels. Bibicha. And Kiran again. And trying to get the ball in the final third. That's a delightful ball from Baby Sana once again. Here's a Vida, takes it, Raj gets it inside the box. Gets across into the back post. And that was tantalizingly close. Hits the woodwork and back. Olivia, so close yet so far. And all started from here. That drive forward from Vida. Gets away from Payal and sets it up perfectly. Got something to it, but not enough. Could have been game, set and match. Bibicha. Again that left channel. And playing with a lot more authority now, Kickstart FC. They have dominated this game. Sulekha gets it towards Sarjida. Ranjana. Back with Baby Sana once again. Step over. Here's Bibicha. Low it. Back with Baby Sana. Continue to bring forward. Again from that left flank. Kiran. Weren't able to catch that clean. Mita. Payal. Overhits it and allows Deka for an easy collection. Time is running out. Still got about 15 minutes left, but they'll have to try and conjure some shots on target. You haven't seen that in a while. Kickstart. Another of their attacks. I favor that left flank right throughout the second half. Or most parts of the second half, should I say. Here's Lovit. Bibicha. Trying to pick out Olivia from the far left. Baby Sana. And then again, too close to play that pass towards Lovit. Ends up conceding the possession. Here's the long ball. Sarjida stayed behind and allowed Dinah to march forward. Murray is going to come on in place of Olivia. Remember, Olivia was brought in, taking Bunty Sharma out in the first half.
Substitution
It
for
was a tactical
Kickstart
change.
FC Karnataka. Jersey number 25, Olivia, is replaced by jersey number 34, Mari.
So, the forward taken out. Reinforcement in the midfield. Might just try and see this game through. We've got that slender lead. We really want to hold on to it. We haven't got many victories in this campaign. Just one win so far. That came against Sri Bhumi FC. Vida is away here. Into the box. Beatrice with strong hands right behind that one. And puts it away for a throw-in. The scoreline at about 75 minutes mark. Into the final quarter of the game. Kickstart with a slender lead. MM pokes it forward towards Avida. Bibicha. There's Bibicha on the ball. And takes a touch, but way too close towards Simran. Might have just put it behind for a corner. She has. And they try and put some pressure on the Sesa girls. One goal now will definitely seal it for Kickstart FC. They've struggled for points right throughout. Murray, with her involvement, will be from the spot, from the corner. Sends it in. It's almost unmarked there towards the back post. Beatrice. Yes, Kiran. Ranjana Chanu, Kiran. Fantastic games. Bibicha. Meter for Sarjida. And Dinah is asking for it. I'm not quite sure what the intention behind that one was for. We've still got about 12 minutes left in the normal time. This is Bibicha. Vida continues with the run towards the right corner. One-on-one with Payal. Drives it forward. Gets it inside the box. Here's a Vida. Might have taken a touch too many. Had options waiting towards the back post there. Here's Baby Sana. Takes the ball, looks up, gets the cross in. Evades everyone. And still has towards Ranjana Chanu, who lets one fly, but over the crossbar. Might consider themselves out of the jail for that time. He was flying in with that header. Almost takes it off from a green shirt's head. Avida takes a touch, marches forward. Beatrice unmoved. And takes it pretty cleanly in the end. Decent move from down the flank. Here's Sulekha Kanhar. The final ball. Again, letting them down. As we move into the last 10 minutes. He's getting anxious times now down the touchline as well. And both the coaches haven't enjoyed a pretty successful campaign. In 7th and 8th on the points table. And on the day, Kickstart have turned up. Still got time for Sesa to make a comeback of sorts in this fixture. Bibicha clearly goes out of the play. It's going to be all about game management from their perspective. Let's try and see how the last 10 minutes. The win came in around 5 for Kickstart FC. Defeated Sri Bhumi 2-1. Was tested once in the first half. Haripriya Deka. And Sesa haven't come close to scoring for the second time. Again, they try and change that in the last 9 minutes. And Chivanti couldn't quite keep that ball in. Reminder for the viewers, at 3 p.m. this afternoon, Gokulam Kerala will take on East Bengal FC. And Anthony Andrews will be involved with the team he once won the competition twice with. And at the same time, from this venue, Setu FC will take on Garhwal United FC. Setu at the second spot in the points table at the moment. Garhwal at 5th. Victory for Garhwal will take them to the 4th. And Setu will have to wait and see the outcome of Gokulam and East Bengal to decide Setu's fate. Payal. And there were shouts of handball. Consumes a few seconds and less one fly in the air. Seema. And the ball is back with Baby Sana. Was hurried away from behind by Bertha Omita. Sulekha Kanhar up against Kiran. And cut out by Omita again. Try and shift out the flank towards the far right. Here Sarjida giving it a chase, trying to change her feet. Sarjida with the left. Less one fly and Deka. A decent stop. He scored with a right foot on the opening day from a similar angle, a similar position. This time with the right. Ranjana gives it away to Omita. Still have the possession. Now they don't. Moments of pressure from Sesa Football Academy. In the end, not eventuating to anything substantial. And Payal has been taken out. Lakshmi Priya. Remember, Payal was slotted in the second half. Maybe at best has managed about 15 minutes. Replaced
Substitution
by a
for
forward option.
Sesa Football
Going for
Academy.
that second
Jersey
goal.
number
Sesa Football Academy
33.
to
Payal
try and
is
conjure a
replaced by
point
jersey
out of this
number
one.
22. Lakshmi Priya.
Just had a look at her watch. 5 minutes of normal time left, plus the stoppages. I think might be around 3. There's been a couple of stoppages for the injury concerns. And of course, a goal was scored. Surjita gets the possession. Takes the touch as she drives forward, cuts it on the left. Ranjana, as always, she's been right throughout this morning. Here's Jivanti. Outnumbered, outpossessed. On both the sides, due of not retaining the possession. Sesa finally come out with the ball and have launched it forward towards Omita. But a fine tackle coming in from that back line. Linthoi. Dinah. Kiran. Ovida. Maybe trying to the act now. And Kiran tucks it inside. And change in the flank as they march forward from down the left. Leaf a shot on target but goes wide. And trying to go for the ball there. Beatrice. Mari. A couple of steps, touches. And with the left going for goal. Has been pulled back for some reason. It's going to be a free kick for Kickstart FC as Ranjana Chanu takes her position behind this one as we enter into the 3 minutes. Pretty strong on the ball is Ovida. Gets it away, gets the cross, takes the touch. Murray, but the flag was up. Pushes one down the line. Ranjana, here's Baby Sana. A decent ball.
Kickstart FC Karnataka.
So the player of the match going to MM for a brilliant brace. Might as well have got all the 3 points in the kitty. It's been a relentless effort from these girls in green and white. On the back of a hammering from East Bengal. And had to do a job today. Here's Ranjana once again with a cross. And Beatrice. Good save in the end. Into the last minute of the normal time. In need of some assistance there. And clearly we'll have to wait and see for the number on the back. And surely can't continue from here on. Right, 5 minutes have been added on as stoppages. Love it. Holds on to it, allows for that run to come from down the left. Here's Ranjana Chanu. And again, goes in Wayne. And 27, Amruta is going to come on. It looks like it was Simran who went down. Vida plays it back towards
Football Academy.
MM, who still has it.
Jersey number
There's a cross,
8,
but Janhabi
Simran
gets it away.
out. Jersey number 27,
Love it.
Amruta in.
Floated in forward by Ranjana once again. Bibicha. Kiran. Wins possession. Here's MM. Inside the box. We've got two waiting. He's been forced to go out. Back with Kiran again, who gets Baby Sana involved. Changes the flank. Here's Bibicha. Takes a touch inside the box. Gets the cross in. And tucked home for a brilliant hat-trick. Her first here in the IWL. And what a game she's had.
Goal for Kickstart
A goal to start the game with.
Scored by
A goal in the dying moments.
MM.
Absolutely brilliant. MM, Peace, Yassine. One in the first half and two in the second. Decent cross. Baby Sana couldn't quite catch it clean. Takes a bit of a deflection and falls for MM. Proper striker approach. He's waiting for the opportunity. Right place at the right time. Here's Avida once again. He was forced into playing that ball early. And here's Kiran. Works it away from Diana. And sends that ball in. Takes a bit of a touch from Seema and goes all the way back to Beatrice. It's just a reflection of how the game has been played, how it has been evolved right since the kickoff. Kickstart FC dominated the ball. Have more attacks, more shots on target. Beatrice had a very busy morning. And the result eventuating to what looks like a decent one in the end for Kickstart. Baby Sana. Again, Avida. This time from the center. Helps to win the possession back. And trying to get Bibicha involved. Still chasing for the ball in the final third is MM. Aishwarya is going to come on. Sanamija Chanu as well. So Bibicha and Lovit been taken off for the last few seconds left.
Substitution for Kickstart FC Karnataka. Jersey number 77 is replaced by jersey number 19, Aishwarya M. Substitution for Kickstart FC Karnataka. Jersey number 13
Sent in again.
is replaced by
Vita
jersey number 13.
clears it away this time. Aishwarya trying to get her first touch. And there goes the full-time whistle. It's been a thumping victory in the end for Kickstart FC Karnataka. They came out all guns blazing. It's been a brilliant hat-trick from their number 10, MM Peace Essien. It's been a brilliant performance from all these girls. The captain leading from the front, setting up the first two goals. It was up and down on the pitch. Of course, was well assisted by Kiran in the back line. In the center, the likes of Lovit and Baby Sana running the show with their ball distribution, providing those opportunities for those players playing in the forward line. Sesa did manage to get a goal back through Anila. That was in the first half, and since then, nothing substantial coming in from their attacking front. So another game gone down from Sesa's perspective. Their sixth defeat in the 7 games they've played in this first phase of the 9th edition of the RWL. They get themselves to 6 points now. Kickstart FC from 2 wins out of the 7 they've played. And they go into the break. I'm slightly happier between these two sides. The player of the match, MMP's SEN. Handshakes all around. It's been a good game for these girls. Happy faces in the end. Like I mentioned earlier, they've gone goalless in 4 games, but not this morning. And this is how the action panned out here at the new town in Kolkata. It was a 9 a.m. kickoff. Ranjana Chanu, Arushi Ramdas with the match officials. And the action kicked off pretty early. Ball played in towards the left channel. Ranjana opening up that flank, and miscommunication and tugged home by MM. And all the time in the world to try and pick out across there Ranjana Chanu, who was absolutely marvelous. And then Jivanti from the right, another goalkeeping error, not getting the clearance right. The back line making a mess of it. Cut back, and Anila Barreto, her first of the campaign, has struggled right throughout, but not today. Got the opportunity and puts one in. Ranjana again finding herself into the mix. Jivanti going up against Deka. And from the corner, good defensive work. Ranjana again trying to set one up for Avida, and Beatrice getting a touch. Was kept busy right throughout this morning. So that was the last action of the first half. The game hung in balance at the end of the first set of 45. Anila scoring for Sesa and MM for Kickstart FC. Enjoyed a lot of the ball. Vida in the final third was trying to set things up for the likes of MM. Sarjida Khatun was introduced in the second half. Had a couple of decent moments. Had to keep it on target to try and test out Deka. This was the touch, and that was the finish. Ranjana again with that long ball into the box from the left flank. Kiran straight into the hands of Ranjana. Gets the ball into Vida, who takes a strike towards the target, but Beatrice to the rescue. Had an opportunity to get the third one early on. Olivia couldn't quite get it cleanly towards the goal, hitting the woodwork and back. Baby Sana had an outstanding game as well. Vida right into the last few minutes of the normal time. Made those runs, got in front of Beatrice. Sarjida on the other side, trying to test out Deka. Murray came on and test out Beatrice. Babicha drives it into the box. A cut back wasn't kept on. Didn't get the connection right, Baby Sana, but as destiny would have it, it was rightly presented in front of Peace Essien for her first hat-trick of the IWL. A second win of the campaign for the girls from Karnataka. So that's the full-time scoreline here in Newtown, Kolkata at the National Centre of Excellence. Kickstart FC 3, Sesa Football Academy 1. So that's been my time in the commentary box. This is Junaid Ahmed signing off.